Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things. From as close as you can get, he's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxers, the high-level ones, from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. All right, so here's the budding UFC welterweight contender out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sean Brickhouse Brady. What a win over Kelvin Gastelum late in 2023, and that got him back on a championship trajectory. There are not a lot of guys asking for this matchup. Many believe in terms of the pure grappling mixed with the wrestling, this is the best ground fighter in the entire UFC welterweight division. When the hands start to catch up with those skills, scary proposition for all of the elite 170-pounders. But a lot of fight fans and pundits agree, eventually Sean Brady is going to fight for a world title. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joaquin Numeza Buckley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sean Brady!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Well, it may not be tabbed Fight Island any longer, but it is still a major destination for the UFC. Great to be with you tonight from the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi, where a lot of high-level fighters are set to compete.
It's going to be a great night. Every time we come here to Abu Dhabi, the fights are absolutely fantastic. Let's see if the fight tonight can live up to what we have seen up to this point from this arena.
So the counter.
He's hurt! He's hurt!
Attack that body! Go, go, go!
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks. And you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expressions of his opponent.
So more output, at least in the early going. Right on the button. All right, so a nice job by the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner here early, getting the clinch and giving the kickboxer a lot to think about as to how he might proceed next.
Too much information to process. Put him in the clinch where he's uncomfortable, make him work in positions that are not instinct to him, and try to overwhelm him from his position. Great job. Smart approach. And there you go. Again, half guard. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Oh, he's got his back, making all these shots count.
Well, you got to start clearing those hooks right away, or he's going to start to try to attack the rear choke.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. Oh, you got to be careful there, yep.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off. Keep working.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
That wrist control now.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
I need you to scramble.
Oh,
Scramble.
nice.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down, but he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Nice punch by Brickhouse Brady. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Well, we talk so much ad nauseum about this trend of leg kicks in MMA, but oftentimes only a few can cause real visceral damage, and now you see the limp.
Yeah, you start to see him limping from the damage from the kicks. This guy did not address those kicks early, and now he's paying for it. Oh, back and forth we go.
Come on, give me some more.
Useful hook there.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, gotta think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next round.
J.A., he's on skates.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working, but the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, second round underway. Well, turning defense to offense here, blocks the strike and then counters with a straight hand. Nice job by Sean Brady. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Oh! Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the film can lie if you lean too heavily into it.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler. This guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked. And I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere.
Touched him with the strike there.
Oh, big elbow.
Snapping off that jab.
He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Protect yourself. Protect your face. Left hand up.
I mean, that right hand landed square. He's going to get himself knocked out. You got to take a moment. He's going to get knocked out if he doesn't take a break.
Brady gets the single leg takedown. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between 2 phenomenal grapplers.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Brady's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Clipped with a right hand counter. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Oh!
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Leg kick checked effectively there by Brickhouse Brady. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner, because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Quick jab. Oh, beautiful counter. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with the cut on the cheek.
Third round underway. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Connects now with the 1-2. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Ooh, pretty good uppercut. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Keep your hands up.
What a nasty kick that was thrown with ill intent.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing like, hey, this is my path. It's working. I'm going to stay on.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, loaded up on that uppercut, but it's no good. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him. You see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Well, that's good defense right there. You got to get the hands up to block the strike, prevent that cut from opening up any further. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Nice job on defense to block that punch, champ. Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Brady's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Nice body shot. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Beautiful sequence of strikes there. Nice combination. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut, while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, so that round is in the books. Brady's eye is really in rough shape at this point in time, completely swollen shut. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about it, but I would not be surprised to see the doctor stop the fight here between rounds. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Brady's shot there is blocked.
End this fight. End it.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Brickhouse Brady's right back to the full mount here.
That was a slick transition.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Brady. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Hand fight. Get that wrist control.
In the half guard.
Side control. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Sean Brady. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Sean Brady. Good, solid strike on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Brady's back in full mount.
Posture up. Drop some bombs.
Using a lot of good movement.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Scramble and go.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurt for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting. He's got to be careful here.
Well, this fight has been absolutely crazy. Both fighters continuing to target the head and the face of the other. I feel Herb Dean steps in.
Holy smokes!
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Ready for the official decision. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Sean Brady!
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission